I'm just curious. I'm fixing to go out. I'm in that Grove City Walmart parking lot right now. Now, I came up here and grabbed this trailer from this customer. I'm fixing to dive back out the truck. I already went shopping. I'm just curious. It ain't nothing really important. I got some kind of concern feelings on my mind. I just feel like I want to talk about. My last video was that part where I was in Kentucky. Yeah, I did stop. I told y'all I stopped for like a couple of weeks. I wasn't too much in a good mood. You can see I got a fresh club right here. Oh yeah, that red one I used to carry, the key snapped in there. It got stressed out, so I wanted to refresh the whole club so I could get more spare keys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna live off of one key, so I got a fresh one anyway. This is what's on my mind. I found out bad news about one of them favorite athletes I used to watch on TV. He's not dead, it's just one of his own is dead. I used to watch this from 1996, I first saw him. And I'm just concerned. The next second thing on my mind, I'm jealous. Because I myself am an addict. You know what an addict is? Somebody with a compulsive disorder. I used to work out way too many times every day at the age of 14. Back in 1984. When I used to go to junior high school in Orlando, Florida, every once in a while somebody would kick my chair on my desk, like some other kid would, one of them teenagers, one of them would like tap me on the back of my shoulder and say, "Yo, do you work out?" I said, yeah. It's like I keep getting that every once in a while. I had the whole planet talking about me, It seemed like I became an addict, and I still am. Well, I'm not too much of an addict now since the time I, got arrested, went to jail, and came out on probation. But yes, I am. I still got it. I'm still crazy about it. But this is what I can't believe. It seemed like this dude must be breaking the world's record. I'm scared of getting old myself. But yes, I still work out. Not as much as I used to, but I'm going to try and mount a comeback. I'm going to be, as a matter of fact, you're not going to believe what I'm doing now. I'm going to show you something. I don't mind talking about this because I'm fixing to come up with some scary horror stories right here. I'm going to show you what's on that laptop computer in a second. Let me just finish this. I got a couple of these. I start from here. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to that dashboard. Would you believe I'd be sitting down right here in front of the dashboard and I lay my head down right there? No, I got more than this. I got 3 more. I'm just telling you what I do. Damn, I got this place a mess. As a matter of fact, let me just take some time. As long as I don't show anything explicit, personal business or anything, or expose my address or whatever. I wanted to show you something. This is what I started doing since the last, as a matter of fact, I bought these things like about maybe 3 months ago. I had them 3 months, and now I just came up with this idea. This right here, that stand, that's not exactly a stand for me. It's a weight bench. Hold up. Nah, something on the website made me jealous. It made me jealous. You see all this? You see this right here? That's what I'm talking about. It says 40 pounds, all right, and that's 40 pounds. I tried to get the heavier ones. I tried to get the heaviest one. They don't sell any that's heavier than that. I mean, it seemed like it's getting a little bit lighter because I'm getting stronger. That's not what I've been working out throughout my years. I've been doing way more than that. I used to have a 310-pound barbell set I bought at Sports Authority in 1998. And boy, was I sore. You know that them barbells weigh about 40 pounds? The barbell by itself, you could work out with it at the beginning. But when you start adding weights, you got to start adding the small ones, because you will get sore and it is heavy. If it's your first time, even though you've been lifting some kind of weights, or if you've been working out like I do, like X amount of push-ups, well, if you're going to another level, you're going to experience a lot of changes. It's like your metabolism will get higher, but your immune system is going to be small. You will get sick faster. You gotta turbocharge your your food that you're intaking. You gotta eat the right food. You gotta eat lean. You gotta stay away from fish, I think, and soy, if you want to get powerful. And not only that, let me tell you the process I went through when I had that 310-pound barbell set. My first weight bench. I bought my weight bench and my 310-pound barbell set. I remember when I went shopping at Sports Authority, just right in front of my house in Lauderdale Lakes. There was a Sports Authority just right next door. I had my finance pickup truck, my Ford Ranger, and I used to go over there and I got it. I set it up and I was done. I was by myself in the den in my mom's house. Me and my mom and stepfather used to stay there. So, boy, I tell you, the process I went through, my muscles did get tight. They did get solid. My hands actually looked smaller than the rest of my arms because my forearms was starting to look bigger. But the thing is, I was still kind of weak. I was going through a process. So I started getting a fever and I started getting a cold a little bit, because I know, you see, it took all these years for me to remember exactly what I went through. So now, since it's catching up to me later on in my 50s, I'm just going to tell you anyways what I went through when I first went through that process. I got sore underneath my throat. I got sore in my neck, shoulders, back, legs. I was stiff as a mummy. I was stiff as a corpse. It was that bad. Yeah, my immune system diminished. Let me tell you why. I learned it the hard way. I did it the hard way. But I came through. I just about came close to getting what I want. I really kind of got past it. I was even stronger than my brother, which is two years younger than me. My brother's like 3 inches taller than me. He did half and I did more. So it's like, I found out the reason why I had unnatural reaction, if you want to say, why I got kind of sick, is because I wasn't turbocharged. It's like I did not modify my food before I ate it. I did not have the sufficient protein, but I used my regular, call it stock, instead of modified, like how you modify a sports car. That's what it is. It caught up to me. So now I remember why I went through what I went through. You gotta modify your food before you start on that stuff. When you be messing around with 300, nah. It's like you gotta start out small, right? They say you should start out light. That ain't it. You gotta if you want to reach that level, you gotta modify your food. It's like I just ate regular, decent food with no modifications, no add-ons. I did not add creatine. I didn't know nothing about creatine back then. I did not add sufficient protein. I didn't know nothing about protein whey. Something like Body Fortress, like what they got right here. And what's the other one? Hold on a second, let me excuse myself. I bought 2 of these, you see, to contain it. Put this aside for a second. This is what I bought first. Nah, I've been better than this. I could roll one of these trucks a couple of inches. That's when I was younger. Yes. Oh, shit. Excuse me. No, for real. I did that with FFE's truck when I was bobbed here. The truck got stuck in I think back in 2002. When I was driving FFE's truck, it got hung up. The rear tire got hung up in a little pothole, right, in the truck stop. The tires kept spinning, so I got in the back of the truck and I pushed it. I did roll it like I couldn't tell, maybe 3 to 4 inches, I don't know. But you know, 52,000 pound tractor is not easy to deal with. But I did it though. That's when I was active. Like, yes, at that time I was messing around with creatine, and I did max out maybe 215 about 15 times or 20 times. Scared to go near the heavy stuff because I don't like nobody spotting me. They make me nervous. I like, you know, working out with a certain way. Anyway, this is what I started out with first. This is not bad. 60 grams. What the hell? Excuse me if I'm going too fast. Nah, this matters. If you're driving, I'm gonna get to the bad news. I'm gonna get to extra bad news in a while. You just wait. Let me show you the important stuff first. I'm gonna tell you what I heard in Chicago, Illinois just now, about a couple of weeks ago. You just wait till I hear it. It concerns truck drivers especially, but let me deal with one at a time. All right. So it's like that. I kind of got lucky. Back in 1998. Yes, I went through a painful process, but you see, it's like I got that get up and go attitude. I'm an addict. If I want something in life, I'll go through blood and gore to get it. You hear what I'm saying? Like what I'm going through with this truck right now. So this is what happened. When I feel paranoid about looking a certain way, I would hurt to get it. But yeah, I did pretty damn good. For somebody that does not have any of that stuff, you're telling me you're eating rice, meat, and gravy, and maybe, you know, steamed cabbage or whatever. You're telling me you're going to be eating stuff off your mom's plate, and you're going to be on the weight bench. You're going to be pressing you're going to try press 175 pounds. I mean, put it this way. You got one 45-pound disc. I think the heaviest disc that they got is 45 pounds. A barbell disc, a metal one. You got one on each side. And the bar itself is heavy as hell. It's like 40 pounds. Plus the little mini ones. Oh, the second medium size one is 35 pound disc. And then after that, maybe you might slap on a little tiny mini one, like maybe 5 pounds or 10 pounds. But as you go along, you see, that's what I did. I didn't have no whey protein. I didn't touch no creatine. And I was getting strong anyways. I did pretty damn good. I'm proud of myself. But now, as the years go by, I started becoming a truck driver. And as I go along, I experience severe weakness. Like being out on the highway and being distracted by the truck stop and following everybody's way of doing things. Fucking yourself up with a coffee, boy, I tell you, I was weak as a cat. My legs could not run it couldn't run any further. When I got out the truck, when I parked FFE's truck at the hotel Crosslands Inn in Plantation, Florida, over by the Broward Mall, in South Florida, in Broward County, that's what it is, Broward County, Florida. I used to park FFE's truck over there between 2002 and 4. I came out running late at night. I'm the only human being flying all over the place late at night. I got the company's tractor in the parking lot. I'm paranoid about myself, man. I'm flying all over the place. I'm trying to sprint run on the sidewalk. Would you believe both of my shins, both of my legs felt like splinters, like they broke? I felt a sharp cutting pain in my legs. And while I was trying to run, I started stumbling and falling because I wasn't strong. All of that coffee and that excess truck stop food made me pitiful and scary. That's what happens when you switch from one lifestyle to the next. So this is what happened. I got seriously scared and paranoid. I started mounting a comeback. I started getting stronger. even while I was driving FFE's truck for like a whole month or maybe 3 weeks, I finally bought me a small can of creatine powder, and in a black can, black and red. I was working out at Bally's Total Fitness now. You see, I no longer have the 310-pound barbell set because I started truck driving in 2001, so I left all of that stuff in public storage and abandoned it, so it got taken away. So now I'm stuck driving trucks. I found a way out. That creatine can keep you up. It's like I started going to, it's like I would stay out in FFE's truck for like 3 weeks, and then when I come home for time off, I'll drop the trailer in Winter Haven, Florida, and then bobtail the truck like maybe 300 miles down to towards Fort Lauderdale or South Florida, right? I'll take time off in the hotel. I'll bobtail the truck like another 1.5 miles towards David Boulevard where Bally's Total Fitness is. Guess what? I'm maxing out 215 pounds 10 to 15 times. Easy. I started, it's like they say start out with the light ones. You go 45 pounds on each end, just one disc, and it feels like paper. And then you switch to, now you add 245 pounds, so you get 225. I bench press, it felt almost like feather, man. I couldn't believe it. I actually stayed out on the road 3 weeks. All I did was just push-ups and squats. I didn't have no weights at all, and I got strong. I stayed strong. But anyways, let me cut that. Here's what impressed me in the worst way, in the best way, excuse me. Something I saw, or maybe somebody I saw from 1996 to 2000, 1996 to 1999. Because 2021, I kind of pulled away and did truck driving, so I was not watching TV and living a normal life anymore. But this is what impressed me in the worst way. This right here, that guy's son died at the age of 26. It just got published today, 4:37 p.m. while I was right here sleeping. Would you believe him? He looked like 60-something years old. All his beard is all white. That's Kevin Nash, Big Sexy from WCW. How you think I know? It says WWE, as in SmackDown and Raw. I used to watch that at my mom's house when I was on probation. I remember that. I used to watch Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, you know, all of them divas. And then I would watch Ronda Rousey and what's her name, Triple H and Stephanie. And then, you know, they used to come out as managers. Triple H and Stephanie is like managers. That's like 2019. That's before I came out working for Western Express. I used to be stuck and being depressed in the house. All I ever did was I would watch Monday Night Raw and Mondays, and on Tuesdays SmackDown would come on, and that's it. I never missed a day, man. And since 1996 and 99, I never missed WCW. I kept track of it. I used to go to Walmart and push shopping carts and come home and watch the stuff. But man, this dude right here, I know him. He's something like 7 foot tall. How the hell he stayed that way for so long? Yeah, I remember him. His hair was all long and brown, and he was much younger. Would you believe in 2011, when I saw him in 2011 on my laptop computer, he looked something like that, but he was more chiseled. He chopped off a lot of body fat. He was much older. But the thing is, he got in a fight with his son. Him and his son got in a fight, and he got arrested, I remember. Plus, he got arrested for punching somebody out in a bar. Somebody was hitting on his wife. He got arrested in 2011, I remember. He had a mugshot. He was trying to protect his wife in a bar and they got in a fight. But now his son is dead. That shit scared me. Like, I don't know. But this, he got a vein in his arm and he looks like a ball player. And he's like 60 something years old. That makes me jealous. It puts me back where I belong. I mean, Bill Goldberg is not even as defined and as big as he is. But yes, Goldberg is the next closest one. Sting is probably way out of it. He used to be alright, but it seemed like he's the best. He's the only athlete I know that looked that perfectly defined and that old. So that means after all this time, I've been feeling like the only thing on the planet that stands out. Because you know what I just said. I am an addict. I've been an addict. I was an addict. I didn't give myself a chance to grow or nothing. I was just paranoid about being strong and trying to look good. Plus, I don't like old age myself. I'm sorry if I'm bursting y'all bubbles. I'm sorry if y'all think I'm psycho or crazy. That's me, man. That's the way I like it. I want to stay young for the rest of my life. I might be 52 years old, but I'm scared like hell. I hope you know where my mind is at. But this must be a blessing from God because I'm seeing something from the legends. I'm seeing something I used to watch on TV when I was, 26 years old? Actually, I first saw WCW in 88. I watched it when I was 18 years old. But I stopped a couple of years and then came back. The NWO kicked in though. I used to like watching Sting taking them out. But anyways, this is the most impressive thing I've seen in my life. Actually, this is not my first time. I seen him in 2011 when he had his mug shots, when he got in domestic violence. But now, I can't believe in 2022, his hair is all white. He's 60 something years old. That's hard to believe, man. So that means I don't need to be feeling alone and scared like I used to. Because I know I ain't gonna die of no heart attack being strong. I could tell you that. That's why it's so important. The reason why I'm busting this video right now is because, yo, I'm not just fantasizing about owning this truck from Western Express, yo. I'm a serious son of a bitch. Do not laugh in my face because I'm fucking serious. Excuse my language, maybe YouTube might not like me, but I'm serious. Let me get to the next point. All right, we're going to skip that for now. The third thing I want to talk about. I'm gonna squeeze two more things in one shot. Yo, you remember that part where I just mentioned that I was up in Illinois, like about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, sometime last month. When I was in Illinois with this truck last month, all right, this is what happened. I'm gonna just give you a little dramatized reenactment. I'm here doing my pre-trip, right? My trip sheet. I'm doing my trip sheet from a hard day's work. And then all of a sudden, I tried to pick up an empty trailer and I couldn't get one. This was like probably maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, like late at night, 2 o'clock, I don't know, somewhere about there. All right, I bobtailed out and I went to the nearest pilot. So this is what happened. As soon as I parked the bobtail in the car section with the other bobtail trucks, some dude, as soon as I came out with a trip sheet and the bill of lading, I'm getting ready to transfer my paperwork. This is what I heard. Pay attention, pay close attention. It concerns every truck driver on the continent. This dude came out with a fluorescent vest, this guy. You see, I'm in a bad mood. I'm pissed off, right? This is what happened. He said, "Yo, man, did you hear what happened this morning?" I said, "Nah, I just got here. I don't know nothing about this place." "Yo, some guy dropped dead in the fuel aisle. He died of a heart attack." He said, "Oh shit, did you see this guy was like exploding and sounding all excited, man. He's like tripping out." I'm saying, "You serious? Somebody actually dropped dead of a heart attack in the fuel aisle? this morning before I got to the truck stop on Transflow in the same day? You mean in the same day, in the same night, when I came to the truck stop, somebody died that morning? I mean, that is crazy shit. You see, now you know what, now you know what's kind of keeping me up. I've been doing this thing for 21 years now. 21 years I'm active driving over the road commercial vehicles. You know what? I got more than enough reasons to post this video, man. I'm serious. Y'all gonna wind up dead too if y'all don't take care of yourself. I'm serious. You heard that last part? Some dude dropped dead in a truck stop of a heart attack. I'm guessing truck stop food must have killed him. It's obvious. He ain't dead because of some other reason. He said heart attack. He must have stuck around. That dude must have been sticking around, the one that was there talking about it. He must have been sticking around and found out what happened to him. He died of a heart attack. That's not the only thing I heard, man. When I was in orientation in 2006, and when I was with KMB Transportation, you know, like in Sioux City, Iowa, and Nebraska, right at the state line. Type that in your search box. KMB, the blue semi truck with a reefer trailer. It's got a blue logo, but it's a white reefer trailer. They usually haul beef and all that. Well, that recruiter said one of our drivers died of a heart attack. He jackknifed right in the middle of the road, going uphill. Here goes another one, and it goes on. That's the reason why I told you when I was driving FFE's truck and I'm here running outside, you know, trying to get my exercise. I'm trying to put myself back in shape because this truck driving thing diminished me. It chewed me up and it kind of spit me out. It's not like I didn't want to exercise. I had to feel my way out because I needed a job. I needed a career. So I got paranoid and scared. I'm scared of my health, you know, deteriorating. I don't like being weak and undersized. So when I tried to run, I kept falling flat on my face like 3 to 4 times. I was not strong anymore. My upper body was heavier than my lower body. It's like my legs were weaker than my upper body. It couldn't handle it. That's how bad it was. And when I started mounting a comeback, I went to Houston, Texas, and I'm doing like 30 miles an hour on the sidewalk. 25. No, I wouldn't say 30. I'm exaggerating. I was running so fast, one of them neighbors in the house stuck his head out the window and said, "Yo, man, slow down. You're moving too fast." Yeah, I put myself back in shape. And I didn't stop. But the thing is, when people like me and something like him and other people, and I ain't the only one, there's millions of better people, like them niggas I saw in Fort Lauderdale park, the park in Fort Lauderdale. They look so damn powerful and beefed up. They got their light bulb chest. They got their chest muscle out like a light bulb. They be walking around with no shirt on. And then they be getting all paranoid and doing push-ups on the floor. Y'all need to stay that way, man. I mean, if you're going to dive into this thing, you won't wind up dead, you know. You got to take care of yourself. I'm serious. You better take a look. You better take a serious look at this. You see that vein in his arm? This dude isn't he ain't no slouch. I'm serious. That's the only one that stands out more than the whole federation, man. That's what it looks like. He could go against them new generation punks like I know Randy Orton is keeping up pretty good. He still look young as hell. You don't have no gray hair at all. But this dude is older than everybody. He's better than everybody. Yeah, that one got me. I mean, I seen him in 2011, but I can't believe he could actually stay that way that long. I need to do that. I know I can. But what's the other one? The new generation ones, like the ones that I used to watch at my mom's house in Georgia. What was it? I think it used to come out on Monday Night Raw. What's his name? excuse me, I was about to embarrass myself. Drew McIntyre. He is one serious, scary son of a bitch. He has the tenacity of a pit bull. He's just as frightening and dangerous as Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will maul a 12-year-old boy. I've seen it already. And he also devastated and bloodied. He broke Seth Rollins' rib cage. Seth Rollins was coughing up blood. I mean, my stomach just about turned. It got personal. It got personal in 2019, I tell you. I couldn't believe I saw that. Now, Seth Rollins was coughing up blood all over the floor. His teeth was all red like a vampire. And he also mauled and demolished a 12-year-old boy up against the ring post, snapped his spine and everything. This was what, Rey Mysterio's little boy, what's his name, Dominique. I can't take that. It's like, boy, I tell you. Anyways, this right here got me concerned. Alright, I told you all about the other stuff. Here's the last drop. What I had in mind is whatever them dumbbells that I just showed you, I'm not really satisfied. I could do better than that, because I used to be in better shape than this. This right here, even though I'm thinking after I pay this off, when I go own authority with this truck and cut away from Western Express, I'm adding a new one to it. You know, I said this several times. I got to be in perfect shape to handle both of these trucks, because I am not allowing anybody to touch both of them. I already said this enough time, and I'm going to say it again. I am going to be the only one driving this one, and I am the only one that's going to drive the next, I am guessing, could I say 2020, this is what, 22? I'm going to be driving the next 2024 then. Because it's taking me a while to go own authority with this truck. I'm still struggling. What's slowing me down? It's the paycheck, for one thing. What's slowing me down? Also, number two, it's the freight shortage across the United States. That's even worse. It's not the paycheck. I'm not having a problem with the paycheck. It's really getting the loads that I want. So the freight shortage is really the one that's slowing me down from going own authority with Western Express truck, because my LLC and my EIN number is already in the system. It's in Western Express system, and it's also in the state of Georgia system. It's just that I'm not active yet. It's active on its side. I am not active driving this truck, pulling for my customers yet. I am not my own boss yet. But yes, my name, my LLC or EIN, my identification, or whatever you want to call it, it's in the system, active right at this very moment. But I already paid for that. I just did not fill out the application to go own authority with this, plus I need to add my personal insurance for this truck, and then I need to fulfill Western Express escrow also. So that's 3 things right there, and that's when I go on authority. So it's really, what's really holding me back from all of this, it's really the freight shortage that's causing it. That's the reason why my paycheck is so tiny. So I used to max out $1,500 to $2,000 a week, but now it's like $250, $1,000. My best one since the last couple of months without pay was $1,300. Now my last paycheck, you don't want to hear it, $120. Anyway, I ain't gonna let that shit mess with me. I got my own way of muscling my way up. Right now, I am on a current load. I just did 1,000 miles at the beginning. As a matter of fact, I failed last week. I was supposed to squeeze that 900 miles in last week. I didn't get a chance because I pulled over twice. I got tired. So I couldn't finish that at midnight, so I squeezed it into the next week. So when I squeeze it in the next week, this is this week now. So I did like 3 of them. No, wait a minute. This is my 4th load assignment in this week. And this one has 500 miles. Hold on a second. This is my... What the hell is this? Oh, this is a billion. This is my 4th load assignment. I already got this. 530 miles loaded, 248 empty. They used to not pay us lease purchase drivers miles. We did not get paid empty miles at all. I guess when I'm a company driver, I get paid empty miles. But when I'm lease purchase, but now they do. Now I heard my DM said that I'm getting paid some kind of, I forgot what he said. It's not really empty miles. It's some kind of other thing. I forgot what it was. Yes, I'm getting paid for it now. So it seemed like they've been switching the rules in Western Express system. So yes, this one has 5. I asked a guy if I could get between 4. Did I put, hold on, let me see what I did. No, I want to find out what I did here. I did type something in. Damn, I'm feeling dizzy, man. I'm starting to black out. That's it right here. What the hell? Hold on a second. No, that's not it. It's here somewhere. I know it. Nah, it must have been higher up. Hold on a second. Something ain't right. Ah, here it is. I think this is it. Here it is. See, okay, cool. See if you can give me another 400 miles if you can, please. Something near that range. And then he said 10-4. We'll see what we can do. And then after that, no, that's not it. That's not it. Bear with me if you don't mind. Live load now. Now, hold on a second. I guess that was it. Yeah. Well, it's close. 500 is not hard to reach. Actually, to reach in one day without breaking the log rules, it would be like 670 or 660. Anything close to 700, nah. It's like you're gonna have to pull over like 2 to 3 times or more to actually charge up, to keep charging up the computer in order for you to do 700. It's not really that possible. I'm not saying I can't max out. I could max out 1,500 miles without slowing down, without stopping. It's just that I have to follow the log routes because I'm driving a commercial vehicle. This is not my Dodge minivan. So that's the reason why it's like this. So that's the reason why I was trying to stuff another 400 miles, because the amount of load assignments that you stuff in 1 week, that's what will cause you to get $2,000 or more. But it don't have to go that way with you. Some of y'all got extra benefits like military benefits and all kinds of crap, you know, stuff that I'm not familiar with, stuff I have nothing to do with. I don't have Social Security benefits. I don't think so. I don't have no pensions or nothing. So it's like I'm just feeling my way out as I go along. That's the reason why my paycheck is like, that's the reason why I mentioned 2,000 and 1,500 as lease purchase. I used to do it a couple of times, but it ain't going that way anymore. So this is what's happening. I'm on my 4th load assignment right now, which is this one. So I should get this one done somewhere like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm gonna add another one before Saturday midnight. So I got Friday tomorrow. I'm gonna try max. You know what? I'm gonna sucker punch them real good. I'm not trying to be sneaky or sleazy, but at least he came close. I did say 400, but he didn't have 400 exactly, so he gave me 5. I said, all right, I'll accept it. The only problem is I don't want to deadhead 248 miles, but it happened. In order for me to get something close to 400, you see what I'm saying? The freight shortage is causing all of this. You'd have to deadhead so far to get what you want. But you better get paid for that deadhead. This is stupid bullshit. You mean to tell me all this time Western Express did not pay us lease purchase drivers empty miles? And then all of a sudden now I hear my DM saying we're getting paid some kind of special freight miles or something. I forgot what it was. You see, I told you I'm new to this stuff. Now I'm getting paid empty miles. I don't understand that. I don't think, I just don't feel too good about this. This is what I don't like. I really didn't want to do 248 empty, but I did it anyways. So I guess I'm busting my ass much harder than I think. Just to get something close to 4. Well, you might as well say the higher the number, the better. So that will make a difference. As long as it's not 600 or 700, it's all good. So that's within my margin right there. What was it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, after I get done with this one tomorrow, I am gonna add another 400. It ain't gonna go their way this time. I don't care if they want to say, well, we got 700 here. Nah, none of that shit. I'll tell you what. Since I am on my way to South Carolina, I know there are loads coming out of South Carolina that have 400 miles. So, this is what I did one time. I got in a little fight with a customer, with the security guard. I pulled away from that spot. I told my DM, nah, fuck it. Just reject that load. So, he knows what I'm doing now. So now I told him what I plan on doing. I'm going to deadhead from North Carolina to Alabama. So I'm doing 400, pretty much 300 or 400 miles empty on my own. I'm relocating myself with an empty trailer. And I did it. But my DM didn't get pissed off. He said, what do you want me to do? What are you planning on doing? So I took the matters in my own hands. And guess what? When I deadhead from North Carolina to Alabama, where GE is at, they said they don't have no loads coming out there. Well, I stuck it out. They did have it. The next day, they slapped one on me. It was 400 miles, so I got what I want. They didn't have any at the time because some other truck took it. But yes, I wind up getting another GE load going to Perryville, Maryland again. So I actually got what I want. So, it's like you got to pull your own strings, man. You got to get smart and intelligent. You got to cook your own recipe when it comes to this shit right here. But you know what? Y'all do it your way and I'll do it my way. I know I've been hearing too many people talking about giving up so fast. Yo, it's like I hear some of y'all saying that Swift is better and then Schneider is better. I ain't got time for this shit, man. It's like I'm not in love with Western Express. I don't like them, really. I already want to pull away from them. I'm trying to pull away from them. I'm just trying not to chop my head off. I'm sorry this video is kind of long. I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes long. It seemed like I lied. I had a lot to say. So you know what? I'm trying to squeeze everything in one shot. I know I sound like a big mouth, but I ain't got no choice. Because I got too much stuff on my mind I want to let loose. I'm sorry this athlete or this professional wrestler or whatever, it had to be involved, because it's like I got motivation to not only drive trucks, I just get paranoid about being strong. I did a damn good job doing what I did when I first started out. I did not have no adult supervision when I started working out. No, I did not. When I got on the weight bench and I started messing around with 200 and 300 pounds, I'm saying, boy, I don't give a fuck which one of y'all did more than me. I don't care who. I know I heard this one dude in the Ramada Inn in Duncanville, Texas, where Dallas, Texas, he said he squats 1,000 pounds and this and that. I ain't worrying about that shit. All I gotta say is I can get strong anyways. It don't matter. Because y'all know I told you that I pushed one of these trucks already when it was in a pothole. And I kind of got myself out of a situation. That's when I was like 36 years old. I ain't worried about it. But the thing is, I'm paranoid and I'm jealous as hell. If he can do it, I can do it. And not only that, I've been getting some physical ailments every once in a while coming out here. I've been getting sick. So I'm scared. I'm scared of losing my life. I'm scared of losing my career. Being paranoid and trying to be strong and look strong, trying to, I'll be gaining body fat and chopping it off every once in a while. You'll be seeing telephone cables in my legs, boy. I look like the Terminator. Shit, I'm serious. I could do that right now, but all of this work, all of this hard work kind of knocked me out and put me to sleep too fast. But you know what? I'm scared and I'm paranoid. I'm scared about the way I look. I'm scared about the way the way I suffer on this job. I go through physical torture on this job. It's like I'm paranoid as hell. I'm paranoid of getting this truck, and I'm paranoid of keeping myself looking a certain way. I'm scared of getting old, everything. So it's like, as long as I got all this worries in my face, it's like I'm gonna just dive on my knees and beg God to show mercy on me, because I can't stand this. I really can't stand it. It's like I feel like the only one on the planet that exists. I feel like the last man on the planet, really. You ain't feeling it, I don't mind. I mean, I say, at least you're lucky. But the thing is, it's going that way with me. Anyway, you know what? Let me cut all this shit short. Excuse me. I was supposed to go on the website and check out. You see, this had to disturb me. I was there trying to check out some kind of I think it was one of them amplifiers for the speakers. All of a sudden, this had to go hit me in the face, man. It just took me by surprise. And then the second thing about this, I can't believe somebody could actually look that way for so long. I know it don't matter much to you, but you know what? Anybody that does this kind of thing, if you ain't paranoid about looking good and feeling good, yes, it's going to chew you up and spit you out. You're going to be in your grave for sure for doing this kind of thing. So it really does affect you. You need to get paranoid. You need to get serious and sensitive. Truck driving is really not safe. It's not really healthy. It depends on what you want. It depends on the choice that you make. You're feeling comfortable driving this thing. You have no idea that something bad is happening to you already. You are not taking care of yourself. Just because they got Subway restaurants in there now, I see people that ain't good enough. You need to add a lot of exercise to that. You need to add a lot. You got to do push-ups. You got to do push-ups. You got to do it at least 3 times a day. You know why? I might have been doing it 3 times a day. I could get my heart rate up, beating up against my chest so hard. I've been doing that throughout my lifetime. And it keeps me healthy. So it's like, I don't know if whichever one of y'all don't care about yourself, you do what you want to do. I'm just passing this on. I'm giving you a warning sign. If you don't get paranoid about your health, you're going down. You ain't gonna be strong enough to drive none of these Cascadias. You're gonna be fucking dead in your damn grave. Let me tell you that. Because I just heard the bad news up in Illinois. It hit me in the face. It seemed like it scared me for a good reason. I can't believe somebody dropped dead in the fuel aisle of a heart attack in the same day when I'm making a delivery in that same spot. Just about almost another mile down the road from the customer. Somebody dropped dead in the fuel aisle. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Nobody don't give a damn about themselves. As long as all this shit scare me to death, it's gonna motivate me now. It's gonna make me want to be more fucking dangerous. I ain't gonna give up on this. Anyways, let me just cut loose and do my business. I was gonna check something out on the website, but I'm fixing to go out right now. Alright, sorry about the long ass session. If I got something else coming up, I'll let you know. Check y'all later.